The political situation in South Africa has taken a dramatic and shocking turn. Deputy President Paul Mashatile is now being accused of openly challenging President Cyril Ramaphosa in a growing and very dangerous power struggle. This internal conflict within the African National Congress, also known as the ANC, is threatening to destabilize not only the ruling party but possibly the country's democratic future as well. Reports are surfacing of Mashatile meeting behind closed doors with former President Jacob Zuma and keeping strong ties with Julius Malema and the economic freedom fighters. These secret alliances are causing widespread alarm and uncertainty, especially as South Africa tries to recover from years of corruption, economic decline, and political instability. The situation became even more tense when Mashatile publicly spoke out against the Democratic Alliance, or the DA, calling them a crocodile. In South African political slang, that term is not just a casual insult. It's a serious warning. Calling someone a crocodile suggests they are dangerous, deceptive, and ready to strike when least expected. That statement revealed deep cracks within the ANC leadership and signaled that Mashatile has no intention of supporting the unity plan pushed by Ramaphosa. It also raises the question: if Mashatile does not support Ramaphosa's coalition strategy, then what does he actually want? And more importantly, who is supporting him behind the scenes? To understand how serious this political fight is, we need to go back in time and look at the history of the ANC and its internal divisions. The ANC has been South Africa's ruling party since the end of apartheid in 1994. It was once united under a shared vision of freedom and equality led by legendary figures like Nelson Mandela. But over the years, cracks began to appear. Different groups inside the party started pulling in different directions. The biggest split happened during and after the presidency of Jacob Zuma. Zuma's time in office was marked by serious corruption scandals, economic decline, and a rise in political populism. His supporters formed what is now called the IT faction, which stands for Radical Economic Transformation. This group believes in aggressive policies to restructure the economy, often in ways that scare investors and challenge the rule of law. President Cyril Ramaphosa came into office with a promise to clean up the ANC, rebuild the economy, and restore investor confidence. He received support from business leaders, civil society, and many citizens who were tired of the corruption and dysfunction seen under Zuma. But cleaning up the ANC was never going to be easy. The RIT faction, though smaller, is still powerful and has deep connections within the party, government departments, and even state-owned enterprises. Mashatile has now been accused of aligning himself with this very same faction despite presenting himself as a moderate voice in the past. One of the most concerning developments is Mashatile's reported meetings with Jacob Zuma and his close association with the Economic Freedom Fighters, or EFF, led by Julius Malema. The EFF is a radical populist party that pushes for land seizures without compensation and nationalizing key industries. Their policies are viewed by many in the business sector as a threat to South Africa's already fragile economy. Mashatile's growing closeness to Malema raises fears that he might be planning a future alliance with the EFF and Zuma's new political vehicle, the MK Party. At the same time, Mashatile is facing his own credibility issues. Several media reports have accused him of accepting luxury gifts from fraudsters, including expensive diamonds. He has also been caught in scandal after footage showed his VIP convoy recklessly breaking traffic laws and endangering the lives of ordinary citizens. While he denies all wrongdoing, these controversies continue to cast a shadow over his leadership and raise concerns about his true intentions. The stakes could not be higher. If Ramaphosa succeeds in holding the coalition together, it could mark a new era of stability and progress for South Africa. It would mean continued support from the international community, more foreign investment, and a stronger economy. The ANC itself is now deeply divided. The party that once led the fight for freedom is now fighting with itself. The upcoming national elections and party conferences will be critical moments. Will the ANC choose a path of unity and reform under Ramaphosa, or will it swing toward radicalism and instability under Mashatile? That's the big question many South Africans are asking right now. At the heart of this crisis is trust. Who can South Africans trust to lead the country out of its current troubles? Can they trust Ramaphosa to deliver real reform? Or are his promises just political talk? Can Mashatile be trusted despite the allegations surrounding him and his links to controversial political figures? These are questions voters, investors, and civil society groups are now asking with increasing urgency. There's also the issue of public perception. Many South Africans, especially younger voters, are losing faith in all political leaders. They feel betrayed by years of broken promises, rising unemployment, and worsening public services. If the ANC fails to resolve its internal battles and present a united, honest vision for the future, it risks losing even more support at the polls. This is not just about politics. It's about the future of South Africa's democracy. The country has already gone through so much apartheid, violence, corruption, economic crisis. The last thing it needs is more instability. That's why this moment is so important. It's a turning point, a crossroads, a time to decide what kind of leadership South Africa truly needs. In the end, leadership is not about power or position. It's about service. It's about putting the needs of the people first. If Mashatile is truly committed to the people, he must be willing to support unity, not division. If Ramaphosa is serious about reform, he must show strength and take bold action against corruption. No matter who is involved, the business community has made its position clear. They want stability, reform, and a government that respects the rule of law. Civil society organizations are also calling for accountability, transparency, and responsible leadership. The message from many South Africans is simple. They want leaders who work for them, not for their own personal gain or political ambitions. As we move forward, it will be critical to watch the decisions made in the coming weeks. The balance of power within the ANC could shift quickly. Deals may be made behind closed doors. Loyalties could change. But whatever happens, the people of South Africa deserve honesty, stability, and a government that works in their best interest. What do you think? Will Ramaphosa hold the coalition together, or will Mashatile take control and shift the country toward a different path? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters now more than ever. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We cover the latest in South African politics, economy, and social developments, and we're here to keep you informed and engaged. Drop a comment, join the discussion, and let's shape the future of our country together. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.